Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are reacting to Nick Wright's 2021 NBA playoff bracket picks, whatever you want to say. Now, I will say, I know I started this video off with the roast, but at the same time, too, my bracket after the first, game ones have gone through, not looking all that crispy. But then again, that's just an overreaction because it's only game one, so nobody knows what's going to happen here, right, man? But let's check this out and see what Wright has to say about the NBA playoffs.
All right, so first we've got to deal with the play-in. I believe the Warriors are going to win.
Damn, bro, 7 seconds in, we already with an L, man. I actually said that Memphis was going to win. People ain't giving me enough credit. And they beat the Utah Jazz. I said they would lose to the Jazz, but I still get points for saying they beat the Warriors, I believe.
Tonight's play-in. And so this will be the Western Conference bracket. And
Nope.
By the way, as Wilds mentioned, called me Mr. Perfect, last year, my Western Conference bracket, perfect. My Eastern Conference bracket,
well, you're already off to a bad start.
But it was the most, if people track these things, it was the most accurate playoff predictions of any NBA analyst in America last season, was the one given right here on this show. So pay attention.
I actually think it was pretty accurate
last
last year.
West right now. A lot of people are going to say Jazz are going to win. Or the Warriors are going to win. The Jazz are going to win. I'm not high on the Jazz, but the Warriors, Brandon's point that they were...
I will say, if Donovan Mitchell don't get, his ass back on the court, I don't know, bro. Damn, Grizzlies looking good.
39-win team for a reason is correct. I think the Warriors can get a couple games off them. I have the Jazz.
Well, they can't get one because they're not in it.
If the Grizzlies somehow win tonight, then I would have Jazz in 5. I am picking against my large adult Slovenian son. It breaks my heart. Wow. I don't want to do this, but my commitment to take and gambling integrity demands I give you where I'm actually putting my
Sounds
money.
healthy.
I think it's a great series. I think Luka's good enough to get 2 of them off the Clippers by himself. His teammates will pitch in for 1 more. But in a great 7-game series, the Clippers move.
I will say, man, we tend to we really give the damn Clippers a lot of credit. I know I do. I got them in the Western Conference Finals, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of Kawhi Leonard or if it's just we expect Paul George to play great. I don't know, man. Paul George looked okay in the second half of the Clippers.
Nuggets Blazers.
Vegas
Vegas has the Blazers as a slight favorite. Not only do I not think the Blazers are the favorite, I think the Nuggets are going to score.
Dan, he picked all the games that lost, all the teams, but so did I. So
I think I am going to get so many DMs from Denver and Serbia simultaneously because Jokic is going to annihilate the Blazers, and they're going to win in 5, and I have the Lakers in 6. Advance to the conference finals.
Damn, Dom, we can talk about Phoenix. Disrespect,
First
man. How you not even going to mention Phoenix at all?
The Los Angeles Clippers are going to make the conference finals. They beat the Jazz in 6. The Jazz are not going to match up well with the Clippers' wings. And the Lakers easily dispatch of the Nuggets in 5. Jokic at that
Let's get past Devin Booker first.
It's going to be a lot like the Western Conference Finals last year where he couldn't handle.
Like I said, I can't talk. I literally have the Lakers winning the series, which I'm still not totally against. I mean, so LeBron James tends to lose game ones, then we always overreact, and he comes back and bounces back and wins 19 in a row.
Anthony Davis. And then the Western Conference Finals, everyone wanted last year. Lakers, Clippers, going to be a classic.
With fans back in the arena, I believe, right?
Lakers in a gentleman's sweep. At this point, what we've seen, Kawhi probably limping down the stretch of a playoff run after actually having to play every game. Paul George.
Yeah, because LeBron and AD have been the healthiest players in the NBA.
So the Lakers win the conference. Toughest series is the first round against the Suns. Now to the East. We'll go very quickly through the first round of the East.
Okay.
The Sixers are going to gentlemen sweep the Wizards. The Knicks in a classic.
Wait, is gentlemen sweep? I thought that means 4-1, right? So this is just a bitch-ass sweep right here. This is just get out the damn vacuum cleaner, bro. We made a mess
against the Hawks. By game 7, poor Trae Young's probably going to have a cracked tibia, a black eye. They're going to beat him up. They win in 7. I believe in
Quiet
the
as F in here,
Bucks.
man. Quiet as F in here, man.
Exercise their demons of last postseason. They beat the Miami Heat in 6. And then the Nets, pardon me, beat the Celtics in 5. It might be a sweep, but I'll give the Celtics 1 game. Now to the controversial.
It was closer than I thought in the first game.
In 5. I think Milwaukee beats Brooklyn. Game 6 in Milwaukee is with this magical Brooklyn run comes to a close. Drew Holiday is a massive upgrade from what they had last year in Eric Bledsoe. I believe in Giannis.
I would say Harden's a pretty good upgrade too.
To me, the 2 best teams in the East all year, the Sixers and the Bucks, play each other in the conference finals. It is an epic conference finals. And the Sixers move on. Sixers in 7 over
I'm actually all
Milwaukee
for that,
Bucks,
though, for the
which would
finals
set up
conference.
a Lakers-Sixers NBA Finals, which, Brandon, was my preseason NBA Finals, I may mention. This is a good, not an all-time, but a good NBA Finals. Lakers
it's a good
in
one.
6, just like
fun.
they won last year in 6. LeBron gets championship ring number 5. Nobody wants to see this. It's the number 1 seed in the East against the best team in the West. So there it is. There's your full bracket if you want to see it. The most controversial part is probably the Bucks beating the Nets and then the Sixers going to the NBA Finals. But there it is. There is my playoff picks from last year, which again I will remind you.
I mean, if you look at the first game of the NBA playoffs, then people are gonna say this is a bad bracket. Overall, I don't really think it's that bad. Like, I don't think it's like outlandish right here. It's not a bad bracket, all things considered. It is. People are gonna roast when I post this video because of the first games and everything, but we gotta see how the entire series goes. But it's not a bad bracket.
Heat, that's it. So there it is. Brandon,
some of the takes he was saying to justify wasn't the greatest.
Is this the day you abandon the Nets? I think it is. I think I've done enough.
No, absolutely not. Look, it's Friday. I'm excited for the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go,
Friday.
Catch some breeze.
Okay,
Look, man, Chris
See,
already got me
Rebecca
off
Black?
my pivot, so I'm going to be quick here, man. There's 3
About to
teams
drop
that
it,
we
man.
need to talk about. We need to talk about the Nets. We need
It's
to talk about the Clippers.
Friday.
We need to talk about your Lakers. Let's start with the Nets. There's no way Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden is going to lose to the Bucks in round 2. Absolutely no way. It's not happening, buddy. The second team, the Clippers. Ty Lue has totally changed this team. You're talking about Kawhi. He answered the bell, everything. Oh, he won't play.
I mean, you want to talk about Tyrone Lue, man. I like the take they were saying in the game of how Chauncey's worked with Paul George. That's Mr. Big Shot right there, baby. Like helping them just like how to like handle clutch moments and stuff and pressure and everything. I think that's the underrated move. Chauncey Billups gonna be a head coach one of these days, man.
The backs. He's not a leader. Well, he did all of that. You are overlooking this team. This team is the real deal. And your Lakers, they stumbled. They barely got to the finish line. They are beat up. AD, I don't know what AD I'm going to get.
Those are good points,
man. So for you to have them going this far,
real good points.
It's just ridiculous. But I get it. I understand it. You're a LeBron James fan, which means you're now a Lakers fan. So you're going to ride and die for your team. No. But there's no way this bracket holds up.
Come on now.
Absolutely
it's
not.
just analysis.
No, buddy.
No fandom included. It's just analysis, Wilds. The bracket's going to hold up. I'm telling you right now, bracket's going to hold up. It
is a little bit funny, though, that if you vote for the Lakers, you're automatically a LeBron lover. I've had people tell me all the time that I'm a LeBron hater, LeBron lover. It's like, I just picked the Lakers just because, like, I see AD and LeBron. But at the same time, I respect the other teams, in the playoffs. And I respect the fact that the Lakers struggled to get here, man. So, and those struggles can come back and bite them at the wrong time. You never really know.
Most nervous about, if I'm totally honest here, I am most nervous,
Phoenix
Wilds, that I'm going to regret picking against my own son against the Clippers. That I've got one team that I'm known for
your own
not
son?
Trusting. I got another team that is led by my scion, and all of a sudden I have the Clippers. If the Clippers beating them, my head says the Clippers will win that series because I don't think the Mavs can guard the Clippers' wings. But I thank you, Jenna. I appreciate that. But Wilds, that's of all those picks.
I don't see the resemblance.
That's the one I'm most squeamish about.
That's what I was going to say. I called you Mr. Perfect with an asterisk because you went perfect with an asterisk last year, and I support you. I think this show thrives.
He really went
in
perfect
2 ways.
last year? My God.
One, where you have something controversial to say, and we just cut you down. We just try to throw as many arrows in you as possible. The other way it succeeds is by fully supporting this, which I really like. I like this entire bracket. The question for you is this, and maybe I'll throw it to Brandon. Brandon, you saw
please do.
the Brooklyn. You saw the Bucks sort of like underachieve in the playoffs for 2 years. And each year, Giannis learned something, and now it feels like he's got the time.
That's a good point.
We've seen super teams come out and struggle.
All right, I don't want to listen to these guys for another 3 minutes, bro. But, straight up, I think when it comes down to it, this year more so than any, it's really hard to have, like, a really bad bracket because there's so much talent, and just even, like, the way that the talent is dispersed seating-wise, just seems so different than years past that it's really hard to have like a bad choice. I mean, every damn game one has been amazing so far, and that just goes to show the competitiveness of these playoff series and each of these teams out here, man. So I don't really think there's a lot of wrong choices. But Nick Wright, not a bad bracket. It's not bad. Obviously, it's not bad. It probably will not be right, though, because it's going to be so hard to predict these playoffs. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.